my feelings, too hard to undo. I'm patient.
It's your girl Tahaya with Sheen Magazine, and we're here in the middle of Manhattan with this talented gentleman this evening, Mr. Guordan Banks. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Absolutely. We heard that you are promoting your new single, Can't Keep Running, and your album. What is your title of that album?
I don't know if I want to give that up just yet.
Okay, I mean, we can come back to it.
Yeah, let's come back. Let's come back to it. Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your...
Well, the single to me is very creative as far as like taking the Gap Band record, "Yearning for Your Love," and attaching it to a new melody and a new concept. And I'm a huge fan of the Gap Band. Charlie Wilson, an incredible vocalist. So it's all about just getting back to real music, real R&B, some soul, some vibes, just to give people that feel good music again.
Your music definitely does have that vibe. It's like a...
Thank you.
There's like a gospel undertone. I love it. It's like very soulful R&B, and I think it's great. So I also wanted to kind of ask you, Guordan, if you actually had some like background in the gospel
world. Yeah, well, my parents are both ministers, my
yes.
mom and my father, but I've been singing since I was 2. I started in the church. My uncle, he put me on top of a table and just told me to sing, and my family is full of singers.
Oh, wow.
I have 8 siblings, and we all sing. My aunts, my uncles, my grandfather was a jazz organist, and my grandmother was a jazz singer, so there's definitely a lot of historic musical background in my family. So
you were destined for this.
I would say, it was definitely, God, destiny for me to be here.
I think so. Your voice is amazing. Tell us about growing up in Philly and like how that played a part in your music today.
Well, Philly is a great place as far as for music, and I had a lot of great people and artists to look up to. Patti LaBelle, Teddy Pendergrass, so many great artists. Gamblin' Huff, Philadelphia International. Just having that background in music and with my family and just the culture of music in Philly is definitely like a great combination. And I went to Simon Gratz High School.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and my teacher, he definitely took me under his wings, Mr.
Was
Thomas.
that like performing arts? Did you like were you on the choir?
No, that was the hood.
Oh, okay. The hood works too.
It does,
We sang in the hood.
We do. But yeah, that was the neighborhood school, and kind of the school that I feel like the kids or the people in the neighborhood would look down on because it wasn't like the performing arts school that you got accepted to. But I tell you what, when you're put in an environment and you're given an opportunity, it doesn't matter where you are. It only matters what you make from the opportunity. So I stayed in those creative environments. In the band, I was playing the trumpet at one point, and just being a part of something is something that being a part of something musical is something that is missing in the school systems today. And I think it's very important that we do our best to try to reach out to the ones that's coming under us and give them some type of guidance and give them some type of input on creative and on music, because it's like a lost art in today's educational system.
I agree with everything that you're saying, and I guess I was mentioning before we even started the positive message that you incorporate in your music. Like, tell us about like the importance of like really pushing the positivity through your music.
Yeah, well, it's not something that I do on purpose. It's just me being myself.
Okay.
And me being true to my core values. I always say it's enough people that's doing the BS and that's promoting things that don't really build people up and don't really uplift people and don't really promote love and relationships. And you look at society and how relationships are, how long they're lasting, how long marriages are lasting is, and you can't blame the music for all of it, but you have to listen to some of the lyrics and hear what they're saying and how they appreciate women and how they're being talked to through music, and just even how women are talking to men through music is not what made music so special and so like great. And so it's just really going to what was true to me, and giving a message that have some substance.
Which leads us to my next question. Do you feel pressure to sing, to write about certain things within your music?
Do I feel pressure? I do. I do. I feel pressure because I feel like in order to, get that shock value in your music, especially as an urban artist, as a urban black artist, is somewhat a lot difficult to break through in the mainstream market. And I know we spoke about that before about urban AC kind of being like the market that artists of my caliber are pushed to, because it kind of is like the genre that they feel like we can have. But I feel like music is music, and great music should never be categorized that way. And if a song sounds good and if a song is special, at least give it a chance. And I feel like from the rip, from the very beginning, because I'm a black artist and we're black artists, is we just have to be honest and be truthful. We can't ignore what was really happening in today's culture and music.
Kind of hard to when it's happening to you.
Yeah, and I've had people that I respected that were like supporters of my music, and that were people that I admired, and people that respected my sound, telling me, hey, you should try to write songs like this. You need to try to write songs like Little Yachty, or you know what I'm saying, like.
Yep.
And not that I have anything against anything against Little Yachty. I respect Little Yachty and his
Shout out to Little Yachty.
yeah. I respect his creativity, but I'm not him, and I shouldn't have to conform who I am to be heard and to have a voice.
Yeah.
And I've been fighting for that since I've started, and I've been an independent artist since the very beginning, and releasing my songs independently, and having a great team to push, real music. And I've been blessed to have, some key players in my corner, and really pushing real music. And it's great that people are kind of like, yo, we're tired of this. We're tired of this sound of music. Like, let's get back.
Real.
Yeah, let's get back to what feels good to us, and let's not force anything down the consumer's ears. Yeah, you concur.
I just have to say, while we're sitting here, how great you look.
Thank you.
You're looking pretty fly these days. Please, we all want to know. Share the secrets, please.
You want to know the secrets?
Yes. I mean, you look amazing.
Thank you. You do too.
Well, thank you. I mean,
I like your shirt a lot.
well, thank you. But I actually am like a fan. Like I've listened to like your first single, and like I used to work out to your songs, cause yeah, like what was that? Yeah, cause I used to play all the time, so I used to like sing.
Keep you in mind. Is that the one?
Don't make me laugh. No, but yes, absolutely. So tell us, what is your secret?
Well, I started. True story. I was like probably like 320, 325, and I was trying on clothes and I couldn't fit anything. And I'm like, all right, so I know that this can't be it. Like, I love these clothes. Like, I love fashion, and I'm like, what can I do to really get into the clothes that that I really want to wear. This is really me being honest. Yeah. And then I had a moment And I said, well, it's like life to me, and when you're on this journey, especially as an artist, it's always you having to go to someone and ask them for, some type of help or some type of cosign or some type of support. Even, this Sheen interview, this had to be approved from someone for me to even be here and be talking to you. And the process and being an artist is it's almost like, even as a songwriter, it's like you're waiting for somebody to say yes. But with fitness and with changing who you are, from the inside out, it's like only you can determine what you eat and put in your body, and only you can determine if you work out and if you go to the gym. There's no, it's your mind. It's all mental. It's no other person that could stop you from reaching your goal. So when I see people on Instagram and I see trainers and I see bodybuilders and they're flexing, it's like I'm not that person that be like, yo, why they always, flexing on the gram? Okay, cool, you got a six pack, like what, like stop showing us, like. But nah, that's not my mindset. My mindset is, wow, this person has understood that it doesn't matter what anyone says. It doesn't matter if they have $2 in their pocket or 2 million. They can take care of themselves inside out because that's up to them. And truly, the secret is just knowing that you can do it, and anybody can do it, and anybody that truly wants to change, you know, who they are inside, because it truly, like, that was the initiative. It's like make sure I feel good with inside of myself, making sure that I'm healthy from a spiritual level. And when you make that transformation, you begin, when you lose weight, you begin to lose dead weight in other areas of your life. That's not even, about.
You're getting deep now.
Oh, am I?
Go. I like it.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just keeping it real. It's like you begin to realize, wow, like those things that were buried, in your subconscious, come to the surface because you're now able to, like, really clear your mind and free your mind and really understand, like, what your true purpose is. Yeah.
I like it. I like it. So, how has your journey in this industry been? A lot of the viewers, they think that when they hear the term overnight success, they actually think that's a thing. It's not a thing. That it's not real. Okay. So, how was your journey in the industry?
Well, my journey is far from overnight success. I started off writing songs for John Legend and K. Michelle, Keisha Cole. I done songs with 50 Cent, Meek Mill, featured on a few of his songs, and it's taking some time, and it's still taking time. It's never like you gotta run the race like you're never gonna get there. And if you get the mindset that, yo, I'm comfortable, I got this in the bag. I got a number one. I got, I wrote a few songs that is, landed in the hands of the Grammys, and I'm comfortable. Nah, you once you get to a comfortable place, you need to find something that makes you uncomfortable all over again. And that's truly like my mindset. And
Janet Jackson say
did she?
that years ago.
That's dope.
Yeah, she
It's
like.
a great mind thinking. Like,
I heard that she says she runs towards her fears whenever
yeah.
she fears something. So
Yeah.
go on.
No, for sure. You definitely have to run to your fears, and I always tell, like, my friends and my family that's, like, pursuing like anything that requires commitment, that the hard work starts now. And every level you go up higher, you just gotta know that there's gonna be more challenges. There's gonna be, the more like famous quote, more money, more problems. It's really that. The more money you have, the more problems that you have to solve. And so, yeah.
All right. So, what advice would you give to other like producers or people that are trying to be where you are right now?
Well, the biggest thing that I would say is realizing what you want. Realizing what you want. And I would say, write down what you want. Write down what you want to get out of this. Even if it's far fetched, even if somebody may not believe you can do it, still write it down and still say what you want to yourself. And when you begin to like write it down and you begin to say what you want, the things that requires you to get the things that you want begin to present themselves.
Yes.
And when they present themselves, make sure that you're prepared, and understand that, patience patience is only something to prepare you for what God is really about to bring in your life. And so if you're patient and if you're patient not on your time, but on time, just don't yeah, on God's time, on the universe's
Wait
time.
on him.
Yeah, and when you realize that, you everything that you wrote down and everything that you've described and what you want, it always comes around. You just have to be prepared and never watch what the next person's doing. Never watch how fast they're going. Never watch how much they have. Never watch how many chains. Never count no one cars or their houses, because that's what social media creates. That's the illusion that they have placed on our minds, and so we begin to lust and want things that we would really, once we get the things that we see other people have, we realize that's not even what we wanted. We were just seeing those things and felt like that's what came along with being great, and a lot of times it has nothing to do with greatness. It has nothing to do with your passion. It's all about what you want. And sometimes I feel like a lot of people that's in it see the glitz and the glamour and realize that that's what they want. And if that's what you want, that's okay too. But know that that's what you want. Don't try to make it like you want to be something else because you truly just want that. Like, and when you find out what makes you special, find out your gift, and you realize your gift, because we all have a gift, and our gift is going to make room for us.
For great men.
Yeah, and so when you realize your gift and you find that out and you tap into that, everything else will come into place, will fall into place.
I agree with everything he's saying. I also wanted to ask you, how is it being on the road with your family, your personal life? Do share. We're nosy.
You asked like four questions in one.
Well, we want to know about your personal life and being on the road. Like, how does being on the road affect your family, your love life? Yeah.
Yeah, being on the road is definitely. I love being on the road. Like I rather be on the road. Like that's me. Like I rather travel and see the world. Honestly, I can't really consume myself on what others think and how they feel about me. I try not to worry about the opinion of others and really just do what I love, and that's what I've been doing. And as far as like relationships are concerned, it's almost like you know I don't feel like a relationship should ever be a burden or should ever be something that stops you from doing what you love. I feel like a great relationship with a significant other is something that brings you closer to what you love. And so, I don't really surround myself around people that pull me away from, who I am and what I love.
That is amazing, honestly. So, no, it is really because a lot of people just being in the industry, maybe they perhaps feel like they need to stay single, or if they have someone, it may hinder them from moving forward, or they may have friends that's not conducive to their healthy relationship. So, okay, um, so what's next for Guordan Banks? Excuse me. What is next for you?
What's next for me?
Yes.
Now, this moment, like, like,
In closing, definitely tell us about that album now. What is the name of this album?
blood on the vinyl. Blood on the vinyl.
And you're going to have to tell us how you got that name.
Well, it came to me in a unique way. It was almost like given from like the source. Like this is it. This is because it described like I definitely had to shed a lot of tears, and I felt like I had to fight. We had to fight. You know, my team is always fighting uh, to really push through. And if you truly love something, and you know you truly want to get somewhere in life, you give it your all. You put your heart into it, uh, and you never give up. And if it means, in a sense, if it means, you know, your life, you know, that's what true passion is about. You know, when you truly love something, you go after it with your life. And I feel like a lot of people before me, before us, have given their life for us to even be able to do this. And so there's really been literally bloodshed for us to, you know, be, you know, in America and in this society and have a voice and put out music, you know, and have these opportunities. And so it's like so many meanings that, you know, tie into this title, and it just means so much to me. And I'm excited to share it. I think the people will be excited to like consume it and really.
We were happy, so happy to have you. Jordan, can you do me a favor, please, and tell us where we can find you on social media?
Yes, yes. So Instagram and Twitter is Guordan Jordan, and Facebook, Facebook, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music, Title, Guordan Banks. So just add the Banks.
All right.
And we lit. We good. We Gucci.
Check him out. Download, stream, follow him. You know, check out his new single, Can't Keep Running. And you know, we're gonna be expecting great things from you.
Yeah, and I definitely appreciate Sheen Magazine for this opportunity. I appreciate you for the interview, and hopefully we could do more. And hopefully this year we'll be able to really understand like why great music is necessary, and reintroducing great music in this space and in the music scene is very important. It's necessary.
I agree. Absolutely. 100%.
It's necessary.
And we at Sheen Magazine want to thank you and your team for coming through and blessing us and just letting us know everything that you have going on and just showing us love. We love you for that and your team. And just thank you again. And you're more than welcome to come back anytime.
Thank you. You say that now.
Come back
Okay.
anytime.
All right, for sure. All right, thank you.